The following framework is a so-called PINT framework, and it's a brilliant framework to get to information, and often unexpected information. The reason is very simple. When we collect information, we tend to have one lens, one viewpoint, but by using the PINT framework, you open it up to 4 different lenses, and one being the problem lens, issues lens, the needs lens, and trends. Problems are things that are broken and need to be solved, and while issues are things that are elements that are not broken, but everything what's related to that, like regulation, the rules, things like that, these are issues. Needs can be financial needs, can be material, can be people, resources, and trends are things that are ongoing and have a certain, let's say, ongoing line, a downwards line, that gives you a certain idea what's going to happen. So by having the PINT framework, you split up your viewpoint in 4 different buckets. And by mapping them out, it allows you very quickly as a student to grasp the setting, the issue, the topic from a completely different element. So it's very helpful. The reason is very simple, because across PINT there is, for each problems, there are solutions or suggestions. When there's an issue, there might be an innovative approach to it, a novel approach. When there's a need, it needs to be replaced by resources. When there's a trend, it can lead to positioning ideas or certain, let's say, overview or direction or statement or thesis that can help you out further. So by having a PINT analysis, linking it up with a SIRP, like internal reflection, helps you very much to map as well the external data with internal reflection and the action you will take on top of that. So the PINT framework comes from a book from Tim Clark and Bruce Hazen and Yves Pigneur, Business Model for Teams. So feel free to look into that if that interests you. It taps also very much in the values proposition canvas for those that do economy and those that do, let's say, business thinking and have a business degree as a focus. Because when you propose something, often the offer is something that's a gain for the customer. It can also be removing the pain, so the gains versus pain, but also can make the job for the customer easier. So it's about gains, pains, and making the job easier for the customer. By doing so, you get to, let's say, elements that create more gain or that relieve the pain or end up with products and services to get the products especially get the customer jobs more done faster and easier. So that concludes the PINT framework. It's a very easy framework to use. Feel free to try it out. Let me know in the comments how it's going, and see you later for more.